What's up, people? Welcome to the video and welcome back, members of the Tang Gang. Boy, are you in for a treat today because I have a super exciting announcement to make. Some of you may already know what's going on, but for those that don't, let me explain. So you know how during the breaks in the Overwatch League stream, they show a bunch of tweets from people that tweet like hashtag OWL2019 and stuff like that? Well, I thought it would be funny if I tweeted at them and tried to get my tweet featured on the stream. It had to be something that would catch their eye and also catch the eye of viewers watching. So I tweeted the following: if this tweet gets featured on stream, I will buy $250 of Overwatch League merch and give it away on my YouTube channel, hashtag OWL2019. And guys, here is a screenshot from when they actually featured the tweet on stream. That's right, the tweet made it onto the stream. It was Thursday night around midnight and I was actually already in bed, but people were nice enough to screenshot it when they saw it and comment on the tweet so I could see proof. I am so hyped about this and I am a man of my word. I will be doing the giveaway, guys. It is happening. More details on exactly how to enter will be coming soon, but first I want to figure out exactly what merch I'm gonna buy. At the end of the day, $250 of merch really isn't gonna get you that much. I looked into it and it turns out the t-shirts on the Overwatch League store are exactly $25, so that means I can get 10 t-shirts for the price of $250. I'm not gonna worry about tax or shipping or anything. $250 is $250, so I will be ordering 10 t-shirts from the Overwatch League store to give away on this channel. I was going to do just my top 10 teams and buy a shirt from each team, and then I realized I need to figure out what size to get and stuff. It's gonna be a little more complicated than I had originally planned. And at the same time, I want to give you guys what you actually want. So comment below with your favorite Overwatch League team and your t-shirt size. I'll aggregate all the results and buy a t-shirt for each of the top 10 teams. For the size, whichever size got the most votes for that team is gonna be what I buy. And since this is such a small channel, we really might not get that many votes, so I'll be willing to fill in the blanks myself. You guys know what teams I like, so plan accordingly, I guess. So anyway, yeah, make sure you comment down below with your favorite Overwatch League team and t-shirt size so we can get this giveaway going. Now that I've filled you guys in on the giveaway, let's get started with the recap for the Overwatch League Stage 2 playoffs. The first match was the Shanghai Dragons versus the San Francisco Shock. And right off the bat, Shanghai takes a map off San Francisco, beating them on Oasis 2-1. This is coming off San Francisco's perfect stage with 28 map wins and 0 map losses. Shanghai takes them out in the first map of the playoffs. It was hype. I thought they actually had a shot at winning after that. But Eichenwald went 3-2 San Francisco, Paris went 4-2 San Francisco, and Rialto went 3-1 San Francisco for the 3-1 victory. I guess there wasn't really any doubt in anyone's mind that San Francisco was going to take the win here. Shanghai taking a map is huge though, and I'm looking forward to seeing them in Stage 3. Next up was the Hangzhou Spark versus the London Spitfire, and this was actually a pretty intense match as well. I predicted Spitfire to win and they came out on Oasis with a 2-1 victory to go up 1-0 in the series. But then Hangzhou decided to turn it up with a 3-0 victory on Blizzard World, 1-0 on Hanamura, and 1-0 on Watchpoint Gibraltar to finish off the series 3-1. After that first map, the Spark looked so dominant over the Spitfire. Like they first held them on all 3 maps, guys. I don't usually think of Hangzhou as a defensive team, but they definitely planned for the Spitfire and it absolutely paid off. And with such a dominant win over a team like the London Spitfire, I was thinking they might actually be able to give San Francisco a decent fight on Saturday. But moving on, we had the New York Excelsior versus the LA Gladiators. I expected this to be a tight one going to a map 5 and ending in an LA Gladiators victory because New York is usually just not great in the playoffs when there's pressure, but they came out and won Lijiang Tower 2-0, 3-2 on Kings Row, and 2-1 on Anubis for a 3-0 sweep. We've never seen New York perform this well in a playoff setting before. Their defensive playstyle just worked against LA and they were able to take the victory. This was super good for New York fans because it showed that they can step up in the playoffs and actually take some wins. Hopefully they're able to do the same thing in the season playoffs later this year. Then closing out the quarterfinals matches was the Dallas Fuel versus the Vancouver Titans. Not really much to talk about here. Like everyone expected, Dallas Fuel got stomped. Oasis was 2-0 for Vancouver, Kings Row was 3-2, so kinda close, but Vancouver still won, and then Temple of Anubis 1-0 for the Titans. They took the 3-0 victory over Dallas Fuel. Dallas making it into the playoffs is a testament to their strength, but they just couldn't match up against Vancouver. Moving on to the semifinals, we had the Hangzhou Spark versus the San Francisco Shock, and despite the hype I was feeling from Hangzhou beating London and San Francisco losing a map to Shanghai, this match could not have gone worse for the Spark. San Francisco won Busan 2-0, Blizzard World 3-0, Hanamura 1-0, and then Watchpoint Gibraltar was actually pretty close, but it ended up going 4-3 San Francisco for the 4-0 sweep. I'm left wondering if the Spark just kind of prepared for the Spitfire, trying to get just one win and didn't really care about preparing for San Francisco. I mean, obviously they prepped for the semifinals a little bit, but I think they would probably put most of their cards in the London game. It paid off and solidified them as a team that's capable of playing at top 4 level, but unfortunately they weren't able to face up against the massive wall that is the San Francisco Shock. The New York Excelsior versus Vancouver Titans was a bit of a different story though. After a win over the Gladiators, New York was ready to show they belong in the playoffs. They lost 2-1 on Busan, but struck back with a 3-1 victory on Blizzard World. It looked like they may actually have a chance of taking down the Titans. Hanamura and Rialto were both really close, 3-2 victories for the Titans, and then finally on Lijiang Tower they won 2-1 to end out the series 4-1. Overall, it was a very good series though, very close games, and it was really impressive from the New York Excelsior against a team like Vancouver. It's kind of funny to think of New York being the underdog when you think about last season how dominant New York was, but up to this point the Titans and formerly Runaway had not lost a match since like 2017. The question now was, would they be able to continue that streak in the finals of Stage 2 against the San Francisco Shock? The great rematch between the rivals that we all wanted to happen. I couldn't have been more hyped, and my god did these guys deliver. For a while it was going just like the last series with the teams going back and forth in maps. Shock won Lijiang Tower 2-0, then Titans struck back on Kings Row 5-4. On Paris, the Shock's pick by the way, Vancouver had a huge first hold and won the map 1-0, then the Shock evened it up on Watchpoint Gibraltar 4-3. Tied at 2-2, the series went to Oasis where the Shock were able to win 2-0. They seem to be really dominant on the control maps. I'm not sure off the top of my head if Vancouver struggles with control maps in general, but they definitely did in this series. And either way, that's probably something they're going to want to practice going into Stage 3. But now, San Francisco had game point on their hands once again, just like the last series. Revenge was right in front of them. Could they finish it out on Blizzard World? On their attack, they only capped 2 out of 3 points, and with their opponents being a hyper-aggressive team like Vancouver Titans, it was looking like they were going to take it to a map 7. But with some massive plays from all the players on their team, the San Francisco Shock were able to hold the Vancouver Titans from capping second on Blizzard World, solidifying them as the Stage 2 Overwatch League champions. Even though the Vancouver Titans are still my favorite team, I was hyped that San Francisco was able to take this win and make the series really interesting between these two teams. Now they each have a win under their belt, and the next time these two teams meet is going to be incredibly hype. I am a little disappointed that it didn't go to a map 7, but I did predict San Francisco would win, and it was still an awesome match. What a way to close out the stage. The San Francisco was probably the best stage we will ever see in the history of Overwatch League. Just think about that, guys. We may never see a team go 28-0 ever again in any stage in the history of the Overwatch League. That's insane. Props to all the players on the San Francisco Shock and the coaching staff and everybody involved with that amazing stage. Anyway, that's all I got for you today, guys. Don't forget about the giveaway. Make sure you comment down below with your favorite Overwatch League team and your t-shirt size so I can get this giveaway going. I'll most likely be using Gleam.io, and that means to enter you'll have to be subscribed to the channel, so if you're not, make sure you subscribe and join the Tang Gang right away. Drop a like on the video if you're excited about the giveaway, and share it with your friends so they can enter and we can get more publicity for this giveaway. I'll be back soon with some predictions for Stage 3, but until we meet again, later people!